where jumping out of a plane is more than just adrenaline, it's healing. We're diving into the stories of two men who faced real darkness and found purpose, community, and clarity in the sky. This one's about more than adventure. It's about the strength to keep going and the people who help you land on your feet. My name is Brendan Lecocq, your host for American Dream TV. And we're here at Skydive Colorado, where stories of resilience take flight. We're gonna talk to the owner, Juan, and one of the tandem instructors, Joe. So let's go check it out and let's dive in. Hey Juan, so thanks for having us today. Appreciate it. Wanted to talk about, how this drop zone came to be, Skydive Colorado.
Yeah, so about 7 to 8 years ago, I started skydiving with this place, which used to be Out of the Blue Skydiving. Now, about a couple years ago, the last owners just started having their own family and they had to focus on their family, so they decided to close, and this is where I kind of started joining in and decided to take over.
What makes this place unique?
We focus on having fun, right? Me as an owner, I felt the same way as the staff, that I feel like the last owners were really worried about how staff felt, and that's what I try to make different here as an owner. Make sure the staff is comfortable, make sure that they're having fun.
I know you've faced some, challenges, and this community has kind of brought you through those challenges.
Sort of like 15 years ago, I was in a really rough moment in my life. At that moment, I just felt like I didn't want to open up, right? Like I didn't want people to know that I was depressed. I started going to a skydiving here in Colorado, and I found that family, that people made me feel welcome, right? Like they weren't really worried about my background. It was more like, hey, we're just here to have fun, man, and forget about everything else.
So we got our parachutes packed, we're ready to roll. All right, Joe here, we're gonna sit down with him. We actually met 12 years ago, so we've been in this community for a long time. We wanted to kind of dive in to this conversation with just how you got started in the skydiving and kind of what brought you here to Skydive Colorado.
Well, I actually got started by chance. One of my buddies was going through a divorce and wanted to do something just out of the normal. And he was going skydiving and nobody would go with him, so he convinced me to come out. I did one jump and realized it's something that I was not gonna stop doing.
And now you work here as a tandem instructor, correct?
I do.
And how many jumps do you have?
I have a little over 3,500 skydives.
Yes, a lot of jumps. For you, I know recently you've gone through some, some struggles and had some dark moments.
Recently I had something that sort of knocked me off my feet. My fiance passed away in March. It was extremely unexpected. Through that process, I didn't handle it well. In life, you don't get to choose what happens to you. You only choose how you respond to it. I sort of went down a dark road through friends and family and the skydiving community. Juan reached out to me and really pulled me out of that. He inspired me to quit drinking and to really face the tragedy that had happened and deal with it in a healthy way. I honestly don't mind sharing as long as it helps somebody else get through one of their tough moments in life.
Indeed.
In that note, let's go get ready and
let's do it, man. I'm ready to jump. Let's go jump! Let's do this!
Let's jump out of some planes!
We just jumped out of a perfectly good airplane. We're here at Skydive Colorado. Again, my name is Brandon Lecocq, your host for American Dream TV, Selling Colorado. See you next time.
I love my job.
Nah.